Welcome to your world, pretty baby. Is it everything you thought it'd be?
Suck your dick.
A wrong time, the wrong situation, the right time, the wrong me. Okay, so this is bonus content. This is I'm too tired to do a real episode, so
all right, we'll do the real one tomorrow.
After Dark Part 2.
After Dark. I don't know. We have to pick the better of the two, and that one becomes the premium content.
The premium's a good one.
The premium's a good one because the last one was terrible.
Was it?
Yeah, it was really bad.
Was that the one where you guys did coke without me?
Yeah.
I'm
afraid to listen to that.
It's really bad. I mean,
did you listen back?
No, I've never listened to a single one of the, anything we've done.
Wow, that's so cool.
I mean, I'm being honest. I've never listened to the podcast.
Even when you edit it?
Yeah, no, I just make sure everything's like lined up right, and then I
puts the interstitials in.
Yep.
People said it was really bad.
They did.
Really? I didn't listen.
Yeah, well, don't. I mean,
Maybe
first of all,
will.
I'm not going to pay $5 to our own podcast, so we.
Yeah.
But thank you to everyone that signed up. I had
to find some emergency extra content to put up to make up for it. So
someone broke into our studio.
Yeah.
That was pretty rude.
Someone who shall not be named.
Voldemort.
A mysterious character. Yeah, and then if we have guests and shit, I guess the guests will go on. People keep requesting Sam Hyde to be on the podcast, and then I finally asked him, because like people were like, yeah, I told him about the podcast or whatever, and I asked him, he's like, I don't think well on my feet, which is not true.
Right.
Yeah, he's incredible on his feet.
Yeah, I think he just doesn't want to do...
He's just intimidated by this alpha male podcast, basically.
Maybe. I know that like he was bullied into doing Gavin's podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were like hounding him or some shit, and he didn't want to be on it.
Yeah.
But no one wants to really do Gavin's show.
This is a much more chill vibe.
Yeah.
We don't accuse anyone of being a cuck on this show.
Yeah, I wouldn't even tell Sam I'm Jewish. I swear.
Yeah, but
Sam Heidelberg.
We've agreed to do it. So Weave's like Sam, except even more racist.
Yeah,
and there's no question about it. I think Weave would be fun.
I love our alt-right pivot.
Yeah. Well, those are the guys who'll do the show. I mean, what do you want?
Let's get some fucking racist-ass Pepe memes going.
Yeah.
I was at a baseball
next
game.
Next week, we got David Duke, folks. He's coming in. Look, he's funny. What do you want? He's a good comic.
The guy knows how to write a bit.
Yeah.
The guy knows how to do a bit.
I don't give a shit about his opinions. Does he make me laugh? Yes. We got George Zimmerman next week, folks.
$1 Million Extreme is that fucking the show. Dude, it's funny, and there's some shit where you're like, oh my god, how did these motherfuckers get this on television?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty funny. I like the fact that Adult Swim is letting them do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Jews.
Jews rock.
Jews rock bit.
It's
A
great.
lot of good stuff.
Yeah, apparently, like We've hacked into a bunch more printers and printed out a bunch of Nazi like. Hey, did you see that when he did that last year? He like hacked like 30,000 printers that were like accessible through the internet and printed out like Nazi hate speech on like public printers. And,
like at libraries and
in
stuff?
libraries and on universities and stuff. But he did it again, but to promote world peace. To promote the MDE show.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
but
hilarious.
with also the, hey, check out Daily Stormer. It's the only pro-genocide, pro-white website.
God.
Jesus Christ.
Look, the guy's funny.
All right, we'll take your word for it.
I'll say it again. And then after that, we're going to have Itzhak Perlman will be joining us.
Just to
World
balance it out.
famous violinist.
Yeah. Itzhak Perlman will be in studio with us. And he's got a couple of great N-word jokes that he's been dying to try out.
Yitzhak, how do you say that shit? That's
Yitzhak?
perhaps the most
Yitzhak.
Jewish name.
Yeah.
Or is Shlomo a real Jewish name?
Shlomo is real.
My favorite
so
fake
funny.
Jewish name that I used to use is Shmuley Shlomo. I would comment on
Shmuel is
articles
good.
and like, well, were the pennies okay?
Shmuley Shlomo was the first guy to die in the Holocaust. Yeah. He was like in line for the trains to go to the camp.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in line first.
He was like complaining
Don't cut me.
You know, this line is taking forever.
Well, it was before they were really serious about like the genocide thing. They were like, look, anyone that's willing to pay $25 isn't going to get Holocausted. It's like, $25? That's literally worse than the Holocaust.
Jesus Christ. There goes Shmuley.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, Shmuley.
Yeah, after dark, we're all pretty tired. You had a decadent Italian meal.
I did. I mean, I just got off a fucking 48-hour flight from Tokyo.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, how was it, man? You were
was great,
for the conference, right?
Yeah, some kind of fucking conference or something.
The pussy.
I was in Tokyo. This is a travel podcast, by the way. So I'm going to start using those tags on iTunes. And we're going to recategorize ourselves as a travel podcast.
With it all right, like
alt-right travel.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, folks. Pretty disappointed with the lack of white people in Japan. Let's fix that. Let's get over there. Let's start fucking. Bring the women.
Let's drop a couple more you-know-whats. Atomic bombs.
Do alt-right guys, they're mostly feminists, though, right?
Yeah, of course.
Aren't they
they're just racist, but they're also...
Are they?
No, I'm making that.
Yeah.
Of course not.
No, they're like incel
I don't know, dude.
dudes.
The fact that they even like memes is weird to me. You know what I mean? Like,
why?
I don't know. I guess it's fun. I guess I do like that there's young racists. It's funny.
It's
someone you can make fun of.
Where it comes from is like, if you do something, you know, it's like that Vonnegut quote, like, if you keep acting like a faggot, eventually you're going to be a faggot. I'm paraphrasing, but it's
I think that's it.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's like, you know, it's like irony poisoning, where you fucking say the N-word on Xbox Live enough times because it's funny, and eventually you're like, yeah, you know what? That guy is a coon. How dare he fucking ruin my kill streak? And then that's where that whole movement comes from.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't know if you're serious anymore. I mean, I'm like that with like Kmart graphics tees.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I wear them and I'm like, do I like this shirt for real?
Talking about... Yeah, you do, by the way.
That's why, like, guys that are...
Yeah, they're great. The homeless people love that Eat My Dust shirt. And none of them can read it. They all try to read it, and then it's happened, I swear to God, like 3 or 4 times. I was outside the bodega, and this homeless guy was like, eat my guts. All right, man, I like that. Okay.
I was stuck in traffic on Canal Street, like bumper to bumper on Friday leaving town. And there was this homeless guy whose ass was coming out of his pants.
Hell yeah.
And traffic was so bad. He had this walk where he was going so fucking slowly that we were stuck like a couple blocks down, and then we saw him slowly pass us. He was going like 1 mile an hour. And we're like, with literally, this guy is beating us right now, the guy with his ass out.
I would love it if he was the reason all traffic was fucked up. And some guy with his ass
just rubbernecking.
Everyone's got to see this guy's ass.
I love nice homeless ass. Probably a lot of caked on shit on that ass, right?
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of wear and tear. It was leathery, I'll say that.
You know what I wish I had the ability to do is like do Showtime, like do Showtimes on the trains, but go on the trains and be like, what's up everybody, this is Showtime, and I start doing Showtime and then shit myself halfway through, just have like violent diarrhea, my pants fall off, it starts spraying all over the train as I'm doing backflips and shit. And that would be the ultimate New York City experience. If one of the Showtime guys had diarrhea.
Did you hear the cricket lady? The lady that released the crickets on the 4 train was doing a bit.
Really?
She said it was a bit. I mean, I think she is crazy, but she was like, yeah, it was like one of my acting things. I do it for acting.
Did she record it or anything?
I don't think so.
I told you about that guy on the train that had like a little like amplifier on his waistband, and he had like a stupid fucking shirt on and a dumb hat. And it was right when I moved to New York, so it might have been Ray Kump. I don't think it was Ray Kump, but he had the same voice as Ray Kump. And he was like, gets on the train, he's got this amplifier and a microphone hooked up to it, and he's like, you know, and like fucking waving his arms around and acting like a stupid jackass and, you know, speaking gibberish. And he gets to we're nearing the next stop. I guess we're on the L under the water or something. And he's like, thanks, folks. If you enjoyed me just trying to brighten your day, you can give me $1. I just want to make people laugh. That's all I'm doing. I'm trying to just have fun out here and be goofy and make people laugh. And then he's still talking into the microphone so everyone can hear him. And he walks past this couple and he was like, what was that? Oh, well, you know what? I perform in the comedy clubs all over the city. So,
oh my god,
your preferences is, and he got into like an argument with somebody. It was like, that wasn't funny. He said that to him, and then he got really defensive about it.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Imagine just fucking having an amp and trying to do stand up.
Bryson did that shit. He did stand up in the subway for some reason.
Yeah, it's like
That shit
improv
sucks. Fuck
anywhere, dude.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. I don't want.
I was thinking the other day, improvised explosive device, improv.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know who made it?
Bad again.
Rapists.
Aaron
Rapists.
Glazer.
Yeah. This is all coming back to the
Or is it an improvised
What's in
erection
Chelsea?
device?
The UCB's in Chelsea.
Oh,
Where
you
was the
think-
bomb?
Oh, the bomb. Yeah.
It was in Chelsea.
What was that? What the fuck happened with that bomb?
Well, it was a very Muslimic style attack. 100% connected to an Islamified individual or a group of individuals who were acting in the name of the Holy Quran. Their pedophile god Allah and pedophile Muhammad. They proscribed in any kind of peace, so it's actually it's a Muslimic duty. It's actually called one of the pillars of Islam. You got to blow people up during San Gennaro, especially if it's a queer neighborhood. That's my favorite shit on Twitter. People are like, Chelsea, a queer neighborhood blown up by Muslims. And it's just like some guy in the middle of Texas.
We got
So for him, it's kind of like a push.
Yeah.
He's like, who cares?
Yeah.
Well, Trump said that at the RNC. He was giving a speech and he goes, he was talking about how Muslims are mean to the LGBT community, and then he goes, not good. He was like trying to
This
say
is really bad, folks. I'm telling you. Look, the L. First of all, L's. That's the best part of the whole thing. GBT, maybe take it or leave it. But look, these Muslims, they're coming here. They don't like them, and I love them. I love them, frankly, but they hate them.
not good.
Yeah, I was there. I went up to Chelsea. It's actually not even really Chelsea. It's like 23rd Street right by Madison Square Park. So
okay.
It's just like a hub.
Yeah.
What
the fuck? Did they say that it was?
Yeah, it was a bomb.
Yeah.
It was a bomb went off. And then de Blasio was like, de Blasio was like, oh, it's not terrorism. It's certainly not terrorism. But like he meant to say it's not Muslims, and then he just accidentally said terrorism and Muslims are synonymous.
Right.
Or whatever.
Who was it? Was it you guys?
It was Muslims. I mean, let's be honest. We're not the news. We're regular people. We can just say it's Muslims, and if in this slim chance that it's
what
not,
if it's like Chechens?
Yeah,
what if it's
they're still Muslims.
Those are Muslims.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, dude. They're the worst people in the entire world. They're
White
Russian and
Muslims.
Muslim.
That's a terrible combo.
Well,
yeah. So yeah, imagine Muslims already scary.
Sure.
But then they also know, Russian karate, which involves bears or something.
Yeah, they're like Muslims that are into MMA.
Yeah. Bodybuilding and shit.
Yeah.
They really are. All the fucking like every type of like white ethnic like self the stereotypes that like they love to identify with, like, well, I'm Italian, so I love the fight and I love the drink. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're a fucking accountant, you're a pussy.
Yeah.
I hate that every ethnicity says food is their thing.
Yeah. Well, the Chechens really are like, they're just pieces of shit.
They're
Their
like
whole existence is just trying to fucking kill Russia, right? Or whatever.
Right. Well, they've been holocausted.
Oh, damn.
Well, yeah,
Russia kills them.
They have an installed Russian leader who isn't
Yeah.
necessarily like that easy to tame.
Right.
He's like kind of a nut job. He's got a great Instagram account too.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's like,
Kadyrov, what's his name?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Kadyrov. There's
yeah.
like
He loves like tap out MMA style like
Hell
t-shirts.
yes.
Like, you know, like
I love that all those guys know each other. So like, like Kadyrov will show up on like Klokov's Instagram, and then that other guy Denis Siplenkov, who's the arm wrestler. Do you know him?
No.
He's the fucking best of all of them because he's like a bodybuilder, but he like became famous for arm wrestling. So he's got these like ridiculous hand. There's a picture of his hand next to his like wife's hand, and his thumb is like the width of a soda can. This is like fucking Elephantias's hand, and he looks like an ogre.
Yeah, I don't fucking. I know nothing about that.
Yeah, but I mean, back
It's
to
Muslims,
the point.
right,
Yeah,
right,
that's who did it. It's probably connected to the thing in New Jersey.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Or maybe
They
it's
kind of
like
blew it though. Huh? It wasn't good.
like Orlando, like someone that's not connected, but
Yeah, but they're still Muslim.
they're still Muslim.
But not really, because his dad's, voting for Hillary Clinton.
His dad is
Showing up at Hillary Clinton.
His dad
rallies.
is basically Hillary Clinton's like chief like advisor to the Muslim community.
Yeah. Yeah.
She hired him. She
I don't know.
brought him
There's
in.
really no information. That's like the scariest part of all of that. It's like a bomb goes off in the middle of Manhattan, and people are like, "What do we know so far?" And the FBI's like, "Fuck, dude, nothing."
yeah. This feels like especially no information is
Yeah.
coming
Right.
out.
Didn't like the HBO hit series The Night Of teach us that there's CCTV like all over Manhattan?
Yeah.
Like, isn't that the...
But that guy Box from the show isn't real.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
Bummer.
Detective Pussy.
yeah. It's all like
Detective Gash.
Detective Cunt.
yeah. It's all like 32-year-old FBI agents that think they're Jack Bauer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Enhance.
They arrested a couple of people underneath the Verrazano Bridge, I think, last night.
Oh really?
Yeah,
What were they doing down there?
I don't know, being
Sucking
Yemeni
each other
probably.
Huh?
Oh, God.
Yeah, talking about soccer with other guys at the bodega, and they're like, "Let's crack some skulls."
Oh,
let
gosh.
this go back.
Yeah, I don't know. The best was like, I mean, the worst case scenario. It's bad that they don't have any information, but the worst case scenario is like what happened with Boston, where Reddit.
Yeah.
Reddit was like, "We're on the case," and then they fucking blamed it on that kid that was dead. Like they were harassing his family.
They had a lot of different people. They had that guy.
Sunil Tripathi or whatever his name was. That
Oh,
poor
fucking
kid.
Reddit, dude.
Yeah, they're like, "This is the guy that did it," and then it turns out he killed himself. His fucking family
Didn't that happen?
heard from him in 3 days.
Didn't that happen in Dallas? But it wasn't Reddit. They like just posted a picture of the wrong guy.
Oh yeah, that guy
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
assault rifle, and then the Dallas Police Department kept his fucking picture up for like 48 hours after
Yeah.
they determined he wasn't a suspect.
Yeah. He was getting
Just
harassed.
because he
and-
had a gun, right?
Oh yeah, he's getting death threats. He had an assault rifle. He had a fully automatic 50 cal AK AR-15.
60.
AR-M16.
Mm-hmm.
It's a full. It's
Double clip, full.
It's a
full
flamethrower,
extender.
and all the bullets are hollow tip, which
Ah.
means they have the HIV virus programmed into them, and not the kind that gay people like. Okay,
this is hardcore.
this is the HIV from who's that little boy in the '90s that had it?
Oh fuck! The one that Elton John wrote a song about.
Yeah, I was
Princess
confused.
Diana.
I always confuse him and Adam Walsh, who is John Walsh's son, and the
Oh,
reason
yeah.
the reason John Walsh got that TV show because his son was like murdered and decapitated, and then he
So they
became a
gave him a TV
celebrity.
show?
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't
that's
know
what-
that.
Yeah, John
that's
Walsh
why
was
he
just
wanted
some
to find
fucking
bad guys. 'cause
He was
his
some
son was
dipshit
murdered.
from. He was like a real estate agent in Florida whose
Whoa.
son was murdered.
Now he's like a tough guy. He carries himself like he's a cop.
Is he
Yeah.
still around?
No,
He went away, right?
yeah, he went away.
Good.
What's he up to?
America's Most Wanted, I think, went off the
Yeah.
air or something.
Mm-hmm.
That was. I
Um,
mean, that show was so weird. It was just like, here's some crimes, and here's like a very, very, very shitty little play about the crime.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
the
just
reenactment.
like,
And it's Tom Myers playing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
literally is guys like Tom Myers, just like, what?
Yeah.
And you don't even see anybody's faces. It's all like,
I used to love that show. I used to love that. I used to love World's Wildest Police Chases with Sheriff John Bonnell.
World's Dumbest Criminals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Sheriff John Bonnell. I can't just get glasses, so I have to squint all the time.
What about when they gave the security guard from Jerry Springer just his own
Steve
show?
Wilkos
That was
show?
the
We already
best
talked
show.
about that on the podcast.
Oh, did we?
Did we?
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I think I talked about it on Race Wars.
We just
Okay.
talk about that show all the time, though.
Yeah.
Steve
It's the
Wilkos show?
absolute best.
Steve Wilkos show is the best of any daytime talk show. There'll be a guy that comes on and he's like, I rape my daughter in her mouth and nobody can stop me. And Steve
Steve yells
Wilkos
at
is
him.
like, you're a bad father. And then the whole like crowd applauds or whatever.
And then he
Yeah.
kicks him off the
He
show.
kicks the guy off the show.
But he knew beforehand that
right,
he was
of course.
raping his daughter.
Yeah.
It's not like any new
And
information.
then Steve had a move he'd do on like a couple episodes where he'd pick up one of the chairs on the set and throw it.
Yeah, he would do that a lot.
And then it would stick in the back wall. And the leg of the chair would smash. He would just destroy the set, like Eric Andre fashion. And then people would cheer for him destroying the set.
Have you been watching that shit, Eric Andre,
No.
this season? It's great.
I don't watch anything. I actually just
Except,
been working my
gay
way
porn.
through all the Seagal movies.
Yeah, you were saying.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
What are you on now?
I don't know. I don't. Whatever's next. Whatever I downloaded, I'll fucking watch next.
I watched X-Men, the one with fucking Apocalypse or whatever the fuck.
Was it good?
Oh
It
yeah.
was like alright. It was just like fucking whatever.
What's his deal? He's a Muslim mutant from the
Egyptian.
future.
He's
Or
Egyptian from the past.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All the most powerful mutants are Muslims, which
No, they're Jews. Magneto's a Jew.
yeah, but he's not the most powerful.
He's not?
No.
No, he's not
Because
even
all the most powerful ones are like from 1,000,000 years ago, and they're Muslims.
Oh.
I thought they were Egyptian.
I guess I don't know. The Four Horsemen, isn't that the? It's like a
Yeah, they're Apocalypse's bros.
yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, they're all like Apocalypse's real
Apocalypse-
name is like Alec Tarek Halem.
And he had
Shalom
this
Halal
awesome
Cart.
deep ass black guy voice in the
Yeah, yeah.
cartoons. And they got rid of that shit.
Yeah,
He talked like James Earl Ray.
James Earl Ray.
That's the guy who killed Martin Luther King.
Yeah,
I
it
think.
is.
Jones. James Earl Jones.
No, James Earl Ray is the guy that killed James Earl Jones.
Yep, that's true.
James Earl Jones was assassinated by Martin Luther Ray. If your name was Martin Luther Ray, you pretty much have to kill James Earl Jones. It's your destiny in life. He's like, no. So James Earl Ray is like the Waluigi to James Earl Jones.
At some fucking award ceremony, he
yeah,
won.
the black. Yeah.
Yeah, he won, and they introduced him as James Earl Ray.
No.
I swear to God, yeah, it was fucked. I mean,
at the Source Awards?
yeah, it was somebody did a good bit. I mean, that is a good fucking.
Has to be.
That's a good bit.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Hilarious.
Yeah, he's asking for it.
man. Yeah,
The name like that, change your name.
absolutely.
Hey, I'm the great black theatrical, mainstay, and my name is Adolf Hitman. It's a little bit different.
He had a career. How old is that fucking guy?
James Earl Jones?
He's
Yeah.
old as shit, dude.
He's old as hell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's probably acting.
He's probably like
before
92
that.
years old.
He's
Yeah,
probably.
he's been around since the 50s because his dad was an actor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like Richard Jones or some shit. You
Mhm.
know his dad? What was his?
Not.
His dad was on something.
Oh,
I can't remember.
It was the Jeffersons. He was.
Yeah.
Mhm.
His dad was
George
Bill
Jeff-
Cosby.
Didn't he say he's blind recently?
No, he was blind in the Sandlot.
No.
Oh, Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
I thought you meant James Earl Jones. As you're confusing him with his character from Sandlot.
He apparently his lawyers are saying he can't go to jail because he's blind.
Yeah. That's the rule, folks.
It's
If you
it's
commit any crime
constitutionally
and
a
you're
sound
blind,
argument.
they're not allowed to send you to jail.
You poke your eyes out, you're out.
Yeah.
So we go do some cool shit, some cool fun shit.
And what if there was a blind guy that just downloaded a bunch of child pornography, and then his defense was like, I can't see it.
Yeah.
I just like downloading it. It's all numbers to me.
What if he's just listening to it? Does that
I think
count?
it's still
Still
possession.
possession.
Yeah.
But what if it's pictures? He's like, this has no use to me. There's really no reason to put me in jail. And they're like, why'd you do it? And he's like, because I could.
It was the perfect crime.
Yeah.
Oh, officers, welcome to my home.
Twirling his mustache.
They just beat him up and take him to jail anyway. It's like, well, this is not a perfect crime at all. You downloaded it, you blind idiot. He's got like braille drawings of little kids getting sucked off that he's like running his fingers over.
Yeah.
Gosh. Wow. Pedophilia.
Pretty fun stuff.
Pretty funny.
Well, that's the kind of content people check in for.
This is the After Dark
This is the After Dark. Is anybody
special. Sav and I both didn't sleep much last night.
No,
Nick, I don't know how your weekend was.
I didn't do shit. I mean, I went to Japan, obviously.
Yeah, you went to Japan.
Yeah.
Checked out. And Ghana
I learned
also,
Japanese, actually, while I was there.
Did you go to the Godzilla Museum?
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
You know what I love about so all the video game character names in the U.S., they name them for U.S. markets for whatever reason.
Right.
You know? So the Japanese version, like, you know, Mario in Japan isn't like, you know, Hiro, you know, he's or like, you know, Tanaka or whatever. He's fucking.
I think it's probably Mario.
No, it's like Super Mario. It's like Super Mario. Yeah, it's like this fucked up like Japanese version.
Yeah, okay.
Of them not. Yeah, like Sonic the Hedgehog is like Sonic-u as a hedgehog.
Why is it so easy to learn Japanese? Friedland.
Actually, that's Korean.
I've never had a sex. That's good, yeah. That's basically Korean.
That's my...
What the fuck is going on with sumo wrestling? Japan does a lot of weird shit, but that's got to be the weirdest.
Sumo wrestling?
Why was that their sport that they landed on in
Didn't
ancient
they
times?
invent like a lot of men?
Fat motherfuckers beating the fuck out of each other.
I think they invented a lot of men coming on someone at one time. That's kind of maybe weirder.
No, that's a recent invention since the importation of porn. We brought porn over there after World War II to make up for the atomic bomb.
What's with the blurred?
They weren't even freaks, right?
And vaginas.
I don't know. They're insane.
Their porn. They're crazy.
Yeah, I really don't understand that. Where they like censor the piss coming out of the dick.
It's like the pornographic equivalent of censoring the middle finger on the news.
I love that.
Like you like don't know what's happening.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
That's, you know, there's probably a very good libertarian argument against all that shit. It's probably because of some weird regulation they could sidestep it by just blurring that shit.
Right.
That way they can put it on after Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah, did we ever talk about the game show where this was on Japanese television where it was a straight porn star and a gay porn star, and the straight guy, the game was if the gay guy could make the straight guy come by sucking his dick on television. Like he was in a little box and the gay guy got on his knees and you couldn't see him sucking dick, but you just like, it would cut to the straight guy making like pained faces. Like, no.
I play that game all the time.
But this is on, dude. It was like on television. There's people in the audience like clapping and watching a guy suck his dick, and the gay guy would like pop out and like wink at the audience.
Yeah.
Like,
they had a game show where one of the games was like they put all the contestants in a room, and then it's like a classroom, and they have like a retarded guy that's trying to read. And if they laugh at him, they're like, and you like leave. So there's people like,
I'm out of that game right away. I don't stand.
And they're like fucking dying laughing at him. They just gotta lose the money. Don't rafu at the retarded guy. Please,
man. How long?
Do not laugh at him.
Could you not laugh?
If a Japanese retarded guy was reading,
He's trying to read
the video.
The LR thing must be tough with the words retard and leotard.
Yeah, I really want to make a video of like a guy with Down syndrome with his family, and they're at a restaurant, and he's like struggling to read the menu out loud, and like they're all like, come on, you can do it, you know.
Yeah.
And then he's like struggling to do it, but then it just cuts to Jim from The Office staring at the camera from across the room.
Rolling his eyes.
giving the camera that look, because that's really all that show is. Is Jim laughing at his retarded coworker. Yeah. And then we're supposed to be like, he's so charming.
No, I know that
is bullying Dwight. Man's trying to earn a living. You fucking cunt.
The guy clearly has fucking. He's clearly autistic.
Yeah.
Right? He's just bullying his autistic coworker. It's like, what? He's putting like his shit in Jello.
Right.
Like,
he's trying to destroy his friend Pam's marriage.
Yeah, Jim really is a fucking sociopath.
Yeah.
And then he just stays at that job. He never makes anything of himself.
Yeah, he really has no drive or
what
direction.
A fucking loser. Also, is Scranton in the Lehigh Valley?
I drove through Scranton today.
Yes, it is.
All right, shouldn't they be all like Pennsylvania sort of trash? No one on that show is.
Yeah, it's surprisingly close to New York City.
Scranton?
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
The Lehigh Valley isn't that far away.
Yeah.
That's a weird area.
It's really strange.
Yeah.
We stopped there. We went to a Big K. They had a Big K
like
across the street from a Walmart superstore. So we were
Kmart's
really out
tight.
there.
Yeah. If we got any Lehigh Valley fans out there, please go out in your town, smash some windows at local businesses, write Cumtown rules, fucking write Jim's a faggot, all over, just everywhere.
Yeah.
Please destroy his
rules and Jim's a faggot. Oh, fuck. I love that, dude. What if our fans just are fucking just causing civil unrest in their dumps?
There's a fucking fire in Easton, Pennsylvania that burns down the whole town. They told me to do it. I was just doing what they said on a podcast.
Oh, fuck. I would love to have like those fucking hearings. We go in like Twisted Sister or whatever about like being influencing the youth. Mm-hmm. Like it was just like Tipper Gore.
Yeah, you can't censor podcasts because it's art.
Censor. It's art. What we do is art.
Yeah,
we're Twisted Sister, and we're singing some of the most twisted lyrics, like about not going to take it.
Not taking it.
Remember
some of the most dangerous lyrics.
Remember that James Vance guy?
No.
You know that story? The kid that fucking put a shotgun under his chin because
Ozzy, right? Was it
it's Priest.
Oh, Priest. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ugh, what a bad band to die for.
Well, to die for maybe, but Judas Priest fucking rules.
Rob Halford, dude.
Yeah, Priest.
He's hilarious. I think we've talked about that already.
What?
It's like he's just gay as hell.
Yeah.
And like all metal is like just gay as shit.
Yeah. You take a man and put him inside your body. And people are like, yeah, it probably means like with a sword. This is fucking badass, this dude.
You guys have seen Heavy Metal Parking Lot, obviously, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just like Maryland trash that are just like, it's like filmed at Merriweather Post Pavilion.
Oh, really?
In the parking lot of a pre-show in the 80s.
Shit.
Yeah, it's just some of the best Maryland accents out there. Yeah.
There's this girl. She's like, I'm from Glen Burnie, and they're like, what would you do if Rob Halford was here right now? She's like, I'd probably jump his bones.
I'd jump his bones. Yeah, that's a big one. Also, this dude with like a terrible mullet, like peach fuzz mustache, is like with his girlfriend, and they start making out. And then he looks at the camera. He's like, I'm going to the army next week. I'm 18 years old. And she's like, I'm 13.
Holy shit, that's incredible.
I jump his bones.
When two men are in love with each other. Like, hell yeah, dude. He means like brothers in arms. That's what he means. And then I found out I was HIV positive. That means like hell, inferno, fucking virus,
volcano,
dude. Yeah. Well, that means like it's something badass is what he's talking about. You have to understand the nuance of metal lyrics. It sure makes you think. That's why I like metal instead of punk rock. You know?
Yeah, the layers.
Yeah.
The layers.
Because it's about being pissed off, but instead of hating your dad, you get along with him and work on the car together. That's what metal's about, dude.
My fucking dude, my cousin in Greece listened to the fucking corniest metal bands because Greece, I guess there's just no higher, like you just listen to all of it. He listened to some fucking band called Halloween. Where it was like the name of the band was just a Halloween hell pun. It was just fucking brutal. Iced Earth was another one. I don't know what that even meant.
One time when I was abroad, there's this Russian dude that came up to me on a bus, and he's like, now tell me something. I have a question for you. And I was like, okay. It's like, are you a metalist? And I was like, a metalist?
A mentalist.
He's like, that's what I thought at first. I was like, a mentalist? He's like, a metalist. Do you like Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, Rob Zombie? Yeah. And I was like, oh, do I like metal?
That's what they call them, medalists.
Are you a medalist?
I'm gonna
Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie.
My dad told me this story about flying back from. We were talking about how Australians are racist and how it's like sort of jarring because you're like, oh no, only Americans are racist. We're terrible people.
Right.
And he was flying back from Australia, and on the plane next to him was an Australian guy. No, sorry, he was flying to Australia, and there was an Australian guy flying back to Australia sitting next to him. He's like, yeah, just had a holiday here in the States. You going to Australia? You know, and he's like, yeah, haven't been before. He's like really excited. He's like, yeah, this is my first time in America. And then my dad's like, oh, cool. Did you like it? And he's like, well, I'll tell you got a lot of niggers in America. And like,
Jesus
like, on the plane. He's like, can I move? Can I move seats?
There are so many Australians in New York City because apparently what happened was because they supported George Bush in like the war on terror.
Yeah.
They got like this visa deal where they can like young Australians can like travel here and like get visas pretty easily for like a year or whatever. And so the other day I was on the train. It was like I was going to work. It was like 9:30. There were these two Australian girls that looked like shit, and one of them was like, yeah, like I took heaps of Molly last night. Heaps of Molly. I was like, what?
I loved watching the Olympics and just pretending to be a racist Australian and doing commentary about like watching
what the hell is that?
Like the basketball teams playing each other. It's like, hey, look at these baboons. These grabbing all the rebounds.
They actually
big monkey hands. Well, how you gonna compete with that?
Yeah, they're great.
They got fast twitch muscle.
Yeah. They got an extra muscle, don't they?
I would love to fuck an Australian woman.
Why? Because she's a woman?
So she'd puke on you afterwards?
I want to hear that dumb voice. I got head in a field this weekend.
That's
actually.
what I'm talking
That sounds
about.
like a Terrence Malick movie.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I just didn't have. I was splitting a hotel room with Bobby Kelly. I was on the road in Vermont with, and I didn't have anywhere to just fuck this girl from Tinder. So we just
so
like
you
laid.
committed the crime from A Time to Kill.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We were just fucking picked a grassy ass knoll
Who
by
sucked
a
your
lake.
dick? Matthew Shepard?
Yeah, it was Matthew Shepard.
Oh my god, Nick.
It was great, dude. I loved.
Out in the field, huh?
Out in the middle of the field, people are walking. It's by a lake. I'm on all fours eating pussy. There's like wind blowing in my ass. It was fucking just whistling in.
Wait, you were completely nude eating pussy in a field?
My dick was out. My boxers were out. So yeah, I just kind of.
That's such a hilarious mental image.
Just wind blowing into your ass.
Imagine you're like
eating
you're
pussy.
just on a nature walk. And you're like, yeah, we should walk outside more. Oh my god. We are never going outside again.
If you want to know what it looks like, listeners, for Stav to be naked in a field with wind blowing into his asshole on all fours, you can go to @StavyBaby
That's right.
on
My
Instagram.
I just put out a nice pic of my ass, my ass looking real good on a ladder @StavyBaby. But yeah, it was wild.
So was this girl Australian or
No, just a girl that I had sex with. Yeah, from Vermont.
a real waltzing Matilda? They call it.
Is that what they're called?
That's their national anthem. which I thought was just like a song that they like.
In Australia?
Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not the national
Waltzing
anthem.
Matilda?
I know they love that song.
That's not the national anthem.
It's true. Do you know the national anthem of Boston is Sweet Caroline by Mr. Neil Diamond?
I told Evan Williams that the Caroline's Comedy Club was a Neil Diamond themed comedy club. And that's why there's like diamonds behind the stage. And he was like, shut up, dude. Really? I was like, yeah, man. And he was like, all right. He like believed me. And I told him I was kidding. And he got very angry.
It is weird when people believe a dumb troll.
Oh yeah, when I was like 20, I had on my Facebook page, it said I was like a widower, and there was these two dumbass girls. This girl Eva, she was like, "Hey, do you mind if I just ask you what happened?" And you know, I mean, I'm a fucking idiot now,
Of
but
course.
me at 20, like, I mean, I'm trying to compare myself to then as if really anything's changed, but like, you know, basketball shorts, and I'm pretty sure I used to just shave my head, and I had a dollar
You're
sign.
literally wearing basketball
I know.
shorts right now.
I had a dollar sign shaved into the back of my head.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
God.
and
what?
So you're cooler.
well,
basically.
I would just do shit like that while I was drunk.
Yeah.
You know, fucking just drunk constantly, and so I'm sitting there, and she's like, you know, with your wife that died, and I was like, oh yeah, my wife, who died. Yeah, her name was Skyla Dust, and she was stung to death by bees. And she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, yep. Can't be around bees anymore. And I told her and this other girl, and they both believed me. And then fucking Cubis was like, you believe that shit, you fucking idiot?
Yeah.
And then she was like, why did you lie to me? It's like, because you believed it. That's not my
Yeah,
fault.
because it was fun.
If you believe something like that.
When you first moved to Baltimore, I remember you pretended you had a son.
Oh, yeah,
Remember?
yeah. No, that was just like a Facebook joke.
Right.
And then a bunch of people took it seriously. I told people I had a son. Did you
yeah,
see
I
that?
remember.
What was the guy's name?
Ronaldo Fink.
Ronaldo Fink Mullen.
Yeah.
I feel like that kid sort of became Nicole Mullen's kid.
Yeah, sort of. It's funny to have like a kid that you don't take care of.
And then the best part, when he died, I remember he linked to, what was that fucking song? R.I.P.
Oh, yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. We just killed the club.
Yeah. You're like, my son, my
Patron out
baby
the-
boy. You
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
wrote this like 2-paragraph thing about your son dying, and then you linked to R.I.P.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
And people were giving you sincere like sorrow, like fucking apologetic messages. What the
Yeah,
fuck word
people
am I
are
looking
retarded,
for? It
dude.
was so funny.
But that was
People are
before.
so
That was
dumb.
before I had a big internet presence. So like people didn't know.
yeah.
Half my Facebook friends were like people who didn't fucking know me.
I remember people at open mics would be like, God, it's terrible what happened to Nick's son. And I was like, what? You know him
How
in
does that
person.
work?
You know he doesn't
Yeah.
have a fucking son. He's drunk always. He's fucking just drunk driving every night to the apartment where he lives with a fucking
car.
raped clown. You think he's got a child somewhere?
And then I said he died in a beer fire. There was no investigation. Yeah, Tom Myers. When I went to go to that album recording of his,
Oh, yes.
I saw him and he was like, you know, eating his free meal, and he's like, "Oh, congratulations on your son, by the way." I was like, "Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it."
Fuck.
You want to be his godfather?
That would be awesome.
Old Tommy Two Mize.
Fuck.
Tommy Ermai.
I need an update on Tom Myers. I got to go back to Baltimore.
Yeah, dude, I
Check up
emailed
on
him.
him.
I was like, "Will you do my podcast? I promise I won't make fun of you."
What did he
anything?
say?
No, he didn't respond.
I'll ask him.
Yeah,
I can ask him too.
I'll ask him. I won't tell him it's your podcast.
Yeah, of course. I would never.
He'd probably do it if
I don't know
told him.
why he's fucking mad at me. I didn't make fun of him any more than anyone else did.
He literally does not know that everyone makes fun of him. Like he thinks,
No, there's no way he could keep
He's
going.
he's like Mr. Magoo, but for opinions.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
fucking
no.
Tommy.
One of my favorite Tom Myers moments is we were at EJ's Landing,
Hell
And
yes.
He's doing some bit about like how the Orioles suck. And these two guys are like, "Yeah, you want to get out of here?" And they're just like casually take off. He's like, "Oh yeah, you can't take it, huh?" You can't. He's like, they're just like walking out,
Dude.
like, "Have a nice night."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, you can't criticize everybody's team. I understand that. Well, you're just fucking cowards or whatever." And then outside, we were like later that night, we were talking about joke theft, which I feel like if you started comedy in 2005, 2006, that's all you cared about the first 6 months in comedy.
I do remember for some reason starting out and being
fucking hacks,
terrified.
Dude. You know who
someone's
I
gonna
hate
steal my
is
shit.
hacks.
Right.
Hacks are the fucking that I'm going up. It's like, what if you like fingered a baby? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Awful garbage
I had a
material.
joke. I was afraid people would steal my shit, and one of my jokes was like, I knew I was getting fat when I started having trouble wiping my own ass. And then I was like, yeah, a couple months ago, maybe I wasn't in the best shape, but my asshole was incredibly clean. That was the joke.
Yeah.
That was like my big...
That was a closer?
yeah, that was like a big... It was a tent pole in the middle of it.
Oh, okay.
God, that was so... Dude, I have a fucking... From EJ's Landing, I have a hilarious Tom Myers thing. I was in a contest there. There was just this terrible seafood restaurant where Irwin... We haven't talked about Irwin at all.
Oh my god,
Who
dude.
is a fucking
That's
gold
gonna be
mine.
the next half of the
He's-
podcast.
yeah.
That should be.
But-
yeah.
So it was, it's this terrible seafood restaurant that was an open mic, and they would run contests.
Are you good to talk for a second if I go get a coffee?
Yeah, sure.
Nick, can you pour me like 2 sips?
So I'm in this contest, and Tom Myers is on it too, and my little brothers come to see me, and my little brother Nick just does an incredible black guy impression. Like he has like every register of black guy. Like he does a great James Brown. He does just like a great like and so Tom Myers, I go up by whatever, and okay said I'm 6 months into comedy or whatever.
Right.
Then Tom Myers goes up, and he's just doing like jokes about Vietnam. Like he's doing jokes about like Charlie in the trees and just like the classic Tom Myers bits. And my little brother starts going like, "Oh hell no!" Just like as a black guy, he just starts going like, "No, thank you." Just heckling him as a black person for some reason. I guess probably being racist, but just like, and Tom is like a little flustered. And to the point where I have to tell him, "Please, Nick, you gotta stop doing this.
Yeah.
Like, someone's gonna come see, and it's gonna be like, I brought the guy heckling, Anyway, so we do this fucking, so we do the contest is over. Tom bombs because my brother is heckling him as a black person, and he's got his jokes or whatever. So then I go up to him, just like kind of making small talk, and I'm like, "Oh, Tom, this was I was like, "Oh yeah, there's kind of whatever the crowd stuff," and he's like, "Dude, these fucking urban crowds, smart material."
He was talking about your brother.
These urban
Incredible.
crowds, smart material goes right over their heads.
Oh.
And it was just my brother doing a black guy
Oh
voice
my
heckling
God.
him. It wasn't that it wasn't like black people didn't get his fucking Vietnam jokes. His like warmed over Bill Hicks shit.
It wasn't even like urban crowds.
There was no black people there. It was my brother doing a black guy voice, and that's how racist he was that he couldn't even just admit he was bombing. It was a 16-year-old white child going like,
Yeah, well,
of course.
yeah, so Tom that night, we were outside talking about joke theft, and he goes, "Luckily I don't have to worry about that because no one will touch my material with a 10-foot pole." And he says it with this like, no one has the courage
right,
to do his to do his Kennedy stuff. Which Tom, you were born in 1983.
Yeah.
What do you give
Tom
a shit
is
about?
not, no, he was born in like, he's not.
No,
He's
born
not
in
that much older than
1972.
us, dude. No.
He's. I remember when I was 17, Tom was like 24.
I don't know.
So
it's
he's
like
got to be 34 now.
I think he might be maybe a scotch younger, but I don't know.
Okay, I'm 21 now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 20 years old.
Yeah, I'm 19 and a half.
So we're all 17-year-old guys.
Yeah.
Just young comics.
Have we said
the
that to
highest
the
T
listeners?
we're ever gonna? Oh yeah, I don't think they know we're all 17.
we're all
We're at our
17.
sexual peaks.
Yeah, we're at our. We love fucking right now. We come immediately.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
And,
I can't get enough.
I'm never not coming. I'm always secreting a little bit of jizz.
Yeah,
Every second of the day.
that's how dogs fuck. You know that?
I did not
The
know.
dogs don't bust. They're leaking cum.
They're constantly coming.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I love
You ever
it.
see a turtle's dick?
No.
It opens up. The whole front end opens up like a
Like
it's
a
weird.
Venus
It's-
flytrap?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does it taste?
Have you seen an elephant stick before?
No.
Their penises are prehensile.
Yeah, dolphins too.
Yeah, so they can move in they're like trunks. They can
I
move
would
in like
love
different
to
directions.
have a dick that does
And
that.
elephants jerk off, but they obviously don't have hands, so they just
They
fling
beat
their
it against
dicks
their stomach. Yeah.
into their stomachs until they blast.
Incredible.
Me and my
awesome.
friend Max were looking at videos of elephants having
You remember
sex
that
on
Jackass? Maybe it was Wild Boys, or I think it was Jackass too, where they just drink a horse's cum.
YouTube. Yeah.
It's like, man, that's not.
It's not a prank.
Oh, half of it isn't.
Well, there was
pranks.
also
Yeah.
the one thing where they just got a gold dildo rammed up his ass really fast, and it was like, that's just gay porn. That's not even. That's a specific kind of gay porn. That's solo gay porn.
I love Jackass, man.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's so funny.
I will
Party
never
boy?
laugh at anything in as authentic a way as I laugh at Jackass.
Those guys are so cool.
Yeah.
They're the coolest guys.
They're
They're like
so
us.
cool.
If we were less.
Intellectual.
Good at talking,
Yeah.
saying shit, and fucking
and knowing politics.
yeah,
and
yeah.
We're
And
smart
the
and being
news,
handsome
yeah.
and shit.
But we're also as brave as those guys.
yeah. Well, in a different way. The way we
Yeah,
stand
I mean,
up
I
to
would do any of
oppression.
that. Honestly, my main gripe with Jackass is that, it's like boring. I would do all that stuff. I would do all this. I wouldn't even think to film it because it's like, this is just me.
I do
Yeah.
it for
This is me being real.
It's a
dude.
lifestyle.
yeah.
It's not like for
Yeah.
cameras.
I
or,
just do that
putting-
shit to show girls how strong I am.
well, yeah, of course.
My
'Cause they're
favorite
fucking,
thing-
they're dumb, and you have to prove it to them
Oh yeah,
with
that's
extreme
so true.
sports.
Well, or you could prove it by just putting a little mouse costume on your dick and having a snake bite
That
it.
was-
the
that's such a
funniest-
funny
That
bit.
was so fucking.
Where they
funny.
tied the string so it was like a marionette.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is so funny. Honestly, like the way you laugh at that is
Oh yeah,
that's not the same as like seeing a good set.
that and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Like
Borat
going to a
the first
stand-up
time.
show.
It's so fucking funny.
That's
why the MDE
It's
show
a
is funny.
visceral laughter.
Exactly.
World
Yeah, it's
Peace
the
is
same
funny.
thing.
When Sam's like answering that door, and they're like the thing BuzzFeed got mad about. They're like, he's in blackface, and it's like, yeah, and he's got gold boogers.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
so many
The
weird
American Idol
choices.
sketch is like
Yeah.
I almost pissed my pants. I was laughing
Nick is
so
when
hard.
Nick is like, yeah, wow, I just hear your voice, and I'm like, this person's gonna make a lot of fucking money one day.
They make that one girl like sing for 4 hours. She sings literally every song she knows. She's like on Happy Birthday by the end. She's just run out of songs.
Oh my
They
God.
just like make her. There's just this. Oh my God. Yeah, it's. I mean, we've probably talked about it before.
Gentlemen, don't panic, but I think there is a rat or mouse in the apartment.
Oh,
nice.
I keep seeing it
What
dart
the fuck
around.
is your dumbass cat
I don't know,
doing?
sitting on the table.
Dude, there's a fucking
Go
mouse.
get,
Go get
go
it.
eat that
Go
shit.
kill.
Eat it.
You fucking threw up last time, bitch. Go get a fucking
Go get,
mouse.
there's a mouse over
Just
there.
fucking kill the mouse, you stupid
This cat
bitch.
sucks, dude. This cat sucks.
It's not, folks. This cat is garbage.
Yeah. Fuck the cat.
Fuck this cat.
What
That
if it-
cat kills. Amber's bringing the killing cat.
There you go. It's over here somewhere.
Come on.
Yo, there's a killing cat? Hell yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the all white one.
Adam,
What's that cat's
The
name?
white soldier, the white knight.
alt white. It's a Jew mouse.
It's the cat's name is Rommel.
yeah.
The desert
Landa.
fox.
It could be just me having like fucking weird shit going on.
No,
with
I
my
think I
eyes.
saw something pop
Yeah,
up. Yeah.
That's
Folks, we got a Muslimic style mouse. A very Islamified mouse. In the Quran.
Quranic
It's called the Quranic verses. Now, it's poetry, so you know it's gay. That's the thing about the Quran that they don't tell you. The best is non-military guys that say "mooge."
I've never come across
It's
mooge.
like, yeah, you don't hear mooge?
No. What's mooge? That's supposed
It's like
to be Muslim?
mujahideen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The Mujahideen. What a great name.
So what else do we got, folks? What movies have you guys seen lately?
I watched I went to a bachelor party this weekend. I watched my friend's all of his favorite movies. And he's like literally the most annoying person to watch movies with because he memorizes movies. And then he has like factoids that he comes in with like on a schedule. We watched Clueless last night when he was
Clueless?
Yeah, he was high on drugs.
What kind of
we
drugs?
watched bad drugs and that we bought from a cab driver. We were in a cab and this guy pulls into a gas station, just runs out. We're like 11 or like not 11, I guess 10 dudes in like a big van just sitting in a gas station parking lot. He comes back, he's like, yeah, I saw someone that owed me money, sorry about that. And we're like, anyway, do you know where we can get drugs?
Yeah,
anyway,
taxi.
We were watching Clueless last night when he was really, really on drugs, and he was just watching it and then just going, that is a 15-year-old girl. That is a 15-year-old girl, and she's about to fuck. This movie is about children fucking.
Who was 15? Alicia?
She looks so fucking good.
She's not really 15
in that movie. I think she was 18 when she made that movie. I totally forgot how insanely
You remember how
hot
fucking hot Tara Reid was?
Oh yeah.
She looks like garbage.
I'm sure she does
nowadays.
But she was like at such a level of like hot when I was like fucking 12 or whatever.
Yeah.
Where it's like
American Pie.
Oh, dude, the other who's the girl who plays the Russian girl that he doesn't
bitch.
fuck?
Yeah.
I beat off to that
all the time.
Oh yeah,
so much.
Yeah.
Shannon Elizabeth.
You know,
Fire.
fucking AOL.com.
The sound of like a VHS tape, like just for that, just to see those titties,
dude,
over and over again.
Those titties were bonkers.
I want to have these conversations, but with children at bus stops, like teenagers on their way home after school. I'm like, let me tell you, American Pie. I used to beat off my dick every single day after school. Where are you kids?
Jack Lemmon.
You know, there used to be a place called Funko Land. I would go there sometimes, but mostly what I would do, it will just turn into Jack
Lemmon.
Hey, have you boys ever heard of beating off?
But he's not a pedophile. He just wants to fucking educate them.
Just give me a second here. You put your cell phone down. You don't need to call your parents. I'm telling you, this is gonna change your life. You have to listen to me. Shelly, is your name Shelly? Are you Shelly? Which one of you is Shelly? Shelly, you pull down your pants, okay? You get some Vaseline, so maybe some of your mommy's lotion from the bathroom. You wrap it around your dick, and you just start tugging on that thing like you're trying to rip it off.
Oh fuck. I've beat off to that all the time. I feel like I already said this, but Elijah Dushku in the New Guy, there's a bikini scene that
what a retarded movie.
Hilarious.
That, like, he's going to a new school, but we want people to think he's cool, so we're going to turn him into a different kind of faggot.
Right.
Instead of a nerd, he's a goth.
yeah. And he's got a big plot point is that his dick is crooked.
What's
like
the
his
name
dick
of
is
that
90 degrees. That's how they identify him at the end. You see his dick and it's 90 degrees. And that was the initial incident that gets him so embarrassed he has to leave school. Someone bends his dick. That's the fucking plot of that movie. So then he goes to a different school, becomes a weird guy, whatever he is, and people think he's cool, but he definitely would have gotten beaten up. I think it's because Eddie Griffin is like watching out for him or something like that.
I don't remember goths in my high school. I think that like just ended right when I got to high school.
We had goths.
Did you?
Oh yeah, like fucking parachute pants. And like
I guess
suspenders.
My older stepsister had friends like that.
Oh man.
And I remember there was a guy that worked at the Cinnabon in Lake Forest Mall that was like full on goth with like the white eye contacts and black hair and the giant boots, but then like the Cinnabon hat. Like, welcome to Cinnabon. It's like such a fucking bizarre thing.
Yeah, I guess everyone that we didn't have goths, we just had juggalos. Like, because juggalos are just white trash goths, I feel like.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's so we had all the parachute pants and all that shit, but they were all like just
I
a
had
lot of
one
Glen Burnie,
juggalo.
actually.
There's this kid Phil in my high school who was a juggalo who just used to come up to me and my friend Alex and just be like, "Sig Heil, dude. I think Hitler was good." And we'd be like, "All right, sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
Please don't kill me."
Sig Heil, dude.
Like, to
Dude.
fuck with you, to be anti-Semitic?
Yeah,
Or-
to make us afraid.
How did he ever know you were Jewish?
I can't imagine. Maybe it was my friend wearing a yarmulke in public school. Jesus Christ.
I remember my stepsister
so embarrassing.
dated a guy that brought over like an Insane Clown Posse movie.
Hell yes.
Like a DVD that was like
Yeah.
filled with music videos. I forget what it was, and he like put it on, and I didn't know what Insane Clown Posse was at the time when I was like 15,
Right.
14 or 15 or something. And he was like, "Yeah, this is pretty cool." I'm like, "Is this supposed to be ironic? I don't like."
right. I do not.
This is
understand.
really fucking gay.
Yeah, it's not scary.
I don't get what this is. It just baffled me as a concept. Rapping clowns?
It makes
What the
no
fuck?
fucking
It
sense.
makes zero sense.
Weren't they just shitty Detroit rappers who
Yeah.
Yeah,
had to get?
They were,
this was
and then
their
they found
gimmick?
that clown gimmick.
And the soda.
Yeah.
Fago.
My ex-girlfriend used to like talk to this guy on AIM, and he was also my friend Andrew's roommate at one point. And this guy, he was a juggalo. Oh man, and I remember his room in their apartment. I went into his room one time in their apartment, and all he had was a fucking mattress on the floor, like 4 copies of High Times magazine, and then like a shitty like Sony CD player.
That's awesome.
And that was it. Guy had
Jesus
nothing
Christ.
else.
That's pretty.
And he was like 24 years old.
Oh my god.
Damn.
How old were you?
I was like 17.
Yeah, and he's hanging out with 17-year-olds.
Yeah, he wasn't. He was my friend's roommate.
Oh, okay.
Or,
okay.
Yeah. So I was hanging out with my friend.
Gotcha. Oh, you were cool. You were cool.
Yeah, I was real cool, dude. We used to go over to my friend's house, play GameCube, and drink beer.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy taxi.
Fuck it, dude. I got a GameCube.
No, we
For
played
real.
Mario Party 4.
On GameCube.
Yeah, and get
Bunch
drunk.
of dudes.
Yeah, I just remember laughing. So I
Because it's
remember.
a party, dude.
Yeah, I remember laughing so hard. My friend, one time we were playing Mario Party 4, and then he's like, he's all fucked up. He's like, "Yo, who is this stunting in the red?" With some like painting game, and he tried to get like urban, and like he got upset.
Because he said stunting.
Yeah,
while
he was like,
mad.
"Who's this stunting in the red?" And it's like, we're playing Mario Party.
Yeah.
You taking this so seriously?
That is.
That guy was a nut job. He used to have like a door. I think it was like doors to a closet, like sliding doors. And he took off so he could just punch holes in them when he got angry. They just like were propped up against the wall.
What a fucking nerd. That
Yeah.
means he didn't punch those holes out of anger. That means he did him to look
Nah,
cool.
he did. That guy had a temper.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, he definitely did it out of anger. But he was like, he had like some weird, his like emotions were always up and down. He was a nut job. He's like one of the funniest guys I used to hang out with. I remember there was one time we were driving somewhere, and I started mooning people outside of like the passenger side, and he thought it was so fucking funny. Like there was this, he had the car, and he was like lining us up with this old black lady. So my ass is like 2 feet away from her face while she's like trying to drive, and Andrew's like dying laughing, and like, you know, gas brakes, and she's trying to speed up, and then he'll speed up, just keeping my ass like balanced with her face, and he's like crying laughing, and I sit down, and she's like, "I don't want to see your white ass," and I was like, "Oh, sorry," you know. And then she drove off or whatever. But he thought it was like one thing I did one time, but then he became obsessed with mooning people. So he'd be like, Mullen, you got to moon this guy. You got to fucking moon this guy. I'm like, I don't want to moon this guy or whatever. So then he started
Like every time you hang out,
he made
that's
me
your
like
thing,
drive
dude.
him
That's your
around so he could do it. And then he just like didn't give a shit. You know, we'd be stopped at a red light and he'd be in the passenger seat and he'd be like, excuse me, sir, and like honking on the horn and then just stick his ass directly in someone's face, and we'd be sitting there for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, if someone mooned you, you would just be like, okay.
Yeah.
You'd be like, that's one of the dumbest, like, who really gets mad
Was
at a
it
mooning?
you were telling me you saw that like alt comic girl, like Bushwick alt comic girl that like did a bit where she was like mooning the audience,
Oh yeah.
but her pussy was
Yeah, you could sort of see her pussy, and she was like 2 feet away from me. I was like, I don't. All right, if you
Sounds
want.
Like sounds like a good bit.
I
mean,
do
I support-
stand up.
Yeah, I do characters.
I do characters. This character is I show everyone my pussy.
Yeah,
It's a bit.
yeah. That was at one of the Lorelai girls shows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I
Lorelai's
forget,
funny.
I forget who that girl was, but I saw her pussy, and now the listeners of Cumtown Premium I'll describe it to you.
What did it look like?
Like a fat, big, like a Louis Armstrong lips. You know, she got a cunt on it that could play trumpet for days. Yeah, she got one of them lips. She got one of them horn playing cunts.
Fuck, that's a good bit, man. I don't know. Sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Now I'm just like thinking back about all the times that guy fucking mooned people after that one incident.
Yeah,
It was
that's
like
so
6
weird.
months. He just
What's
couldn't-
that guy up to these days?
I don't know.
He's still
He moved
mooning
to like
people?
Louisiana, and then he's in like some long-term relationship with this girl, and they had this like awful fucking. This is boring. This is not funny.
Okay.
All right, on to something else.
Do you think he's
we've
still
already
mooning
fulfilled
people?
the time requirement. I felt like this episode was pretty good, but this is premium content, so we got to have some kind of bit that we're doing at the end.
Do we?
Yeah,
Should we suck each other's
always.
cocks?
Dude, come on. We used to have bits. We used to do bits.
Yeah, we used to try hard.
I think
Do you
that
guys
people
like bits or do you not? Or
Shut the fuck up, dude. We're not asking them.
you're right. We tell them what.
Yeah, we tell them.
You're
yeah.
the fucking cattle, bitch.
Well, do you guys
We're the
wanna
fucking
do a
artists.
quick improv?
Oh, an improv scene?
Sure.
Yeah. All right. So I need a location.
Your mother's pussy.
Okay, and I need an occupation.
OBGYN.
Okay.
You know, I was thinking about, you know,
So
there's
I
like
was-
ENTs, you know, ear, nose, and throat, and then there's
Yeah, yeah.
OBGYNs. It's like, you know, you're already spending that much in school. Why not like mix and match, and you can be like an ENV, like ear, nose, and vagina.
Yeah, no throat, just
Yeah.
vagina. No, just a throat.
No,
vagina.
I do nose, pussy, titty.
Nose, pussy, titty.
Yeah.
Nose, pussy, asshole. You gotta have pussy and asshole.
Yeah.
I think.
I'm a PA doctor.
I'm a throat pussy asshole.
I'm a
doctor.
belly button pussy asshole.
An ASS/PUSS.
I was in school for that on a fucking on someone's door. but with fucking
Dr.
periods.
Jonathan Pritchard. That's the dumbest shit.
I love it.
Oh, that's good.
Seeing
Yeah.
that on like a plaque, fucking a diploma. Okay, all right, but we gotta do this improv scene. So, we're gynecologists in your mother, and we're in your mother's pussy.
Okay, we're inside. That's the location.
That's the location. Do you need anything else?
All right, who's in charge here?
I am, sir. I'm a.
No, I'm in charge.
Hey, who's this guy on first base?
This is my partner.
I'm who?
Yeah. This is my partner, Doctor Who, and he is a fellow gynecologist. We travel to women's pussies.
But I'm on first base.
I'm from France.
Hey, who's this French guy? Why is he?
I smell bad.
So basically, we've had this Frenchman stuck in this woman's pussy.
Oh, that's the
for-
problem. That's where the odor's coming
since
from.
the
It's
70s.
the Frenchman.
This is the same woman whose pussy killed Jim Morrison. in the
Daryl,
70s.
hey, Daryl, chill out, man. This is what you do every time.
What, Daryl?
Yeah, you're Daryl.
Oh, yeah, of course. Dr. Daryl. Dr.
Daryl-
James Darrell.
Daryl Strawberry.
Dr. James
Just
Daryl
run with that.
Strawberry.
You're Daryl
Daryl
Strawberry, but you're a gynecologist.
Okay. So,
Blacker.
is that?
You gotta do blacker.
Blacker.
Hey, I'm Daryl Strawberry.
Use the N-word.
Is
You
that
gotta say, use the N-word.
Blacker.
Is that
blacker.
the third base line, or is that a line of cocaine? Because
Call somebody a mayo-ass, crack-ass white boy.
in my opinion, Kurt Schilling is a mayo-ass, crack-ass white boy.
Oh, it's me, Kurt Schilling. But I'm Australian. It's me, Australian Kurt Schilling.
What's going on in my pussy?
This is so bad.
Some of the voices are coming out of my pussy.
All right, well, we did it. We did.
Yeah, that was a
And
good
scene.
improv.
That's
and
the kind of
scene.
shit, fucking dumb pieces of shit want to hear.
Yeah, we.
You know what I always loved?
What's that?
Those big ass pennies you would get at the gift shop.
Hell yeah, that you stretch
the
out.
huge, the big fucking pennies, the ones you can use as coasters,
Yeah.
the dimes that are the wrong size.
You're
I
just
love-
talking about coasters.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
But they look like pennies.
Okay, all right.
They're like-
I dated a girl whose fear was objects that weren't the size that they were supposed
really?
to be.
Because I love that kind
Yeah.
of shit.
So
like a pencil that's like 6 feet tall. She would just cry if she saw
really,
it.
or like
Yeah.
a dick that's like 6 inches or bigger. You know?
Yeah.
That would be
Things that are
weird.
the wrong size.
Yeah, wrong size.
You know,
That's-
a big secret about me that I don't tell anyone is I have a half moon shaped asshole. It's like a little crescent moon.
Do you shit out little like cookie
I do.
dough?
Yeah. It's a big secret. I always have to like, if I use a public restroom, I pick the turd up and I roll it in paper towels and I put it in the trash can so no one will find it.
Yeah.
I guess I could flush it, but I'm worried that it goes to a poo inspection
It does.
station
Where
they make sure no one's crapping out, shapes.
Mm-hmm. Because you get killed right away.
In Obama's America.
Oh yeah.
Do we got any product reviews that we were gonna do?
Yeah, we the Dunkin' Donuts croissant, sausage, egg, and cheese. I'm gonna review that.
I have that a lot actually.
It's pretty good, right?
It is
How about
pretty
this?
good.
Or that was very good. So that's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
product review. The tater tots at fucking Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh,
Very good.
shockingly
God.
good.
Yeah, very
Mamma
good.
mia.
Maron.
Maron. Yeah.
This is the best fucking tater tot I ever had.
They got some fucking weird.
What does tater tot mean? It's supposed to be like a potato's child.
Yeah, we're eating their children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird. I wouldn't like it if somebody ate my children, folks.
Guys,
They
we're doing
gotta
bits-
change the name. Change the name of these things. Who's out here eating these
Who's
tater tots? These a New York comedian.
Uh-huh.
Like as much as we bitch about like how shitty the comics are now, imagine being like a guy that wasn't a complete idiot in the fucking early '90s that had to tolerate a New York comedy scene that was filled with people doing just the worst observational.
The absolute worst.
I do a kind of a Seinfeld thing. I do observational material.
And it was either them or Dice clones. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
only
yeah.
two type of comics that existed.
Or the alt guys who were just wanted to be like, we need to start a revolution, man. Like the fucking. Have you ever
But they
watched
came
old
after that,
Marin
I think.
videos from the early '90s?
No.
Oh my god, he just wants to be Lenny Bruce so bad. He's
Ugh.
just like,
Sucks.
yeah, man. Like this country's falling apart, man, and we need a revolution. But you know what? There is a new Batman movie out in theaters, so
I love it.
that's the bit. Yeah.
Solid bit.
He's so funny. It's such a surprise that his career tanked and he had to switch to podcasting.
I can
Unlike
identify.
me.
Glass houses.
Excuse me, my fucking house is made out of wood. I built it myself.
Nah, this shit
Not a
sucks, dude.
single piece of glass. I don't know. I feel like stand-up's kind of ruined anymore.
No, I mean, I don't know.
It's not as fun as it used to be.
It's just because we're in New York and it fucking sucks here, dude. We don't get to, it's like hard and it's like you gotta fucking.
I was talking about
It's not
doing a
as
tour
fun.
with Jake. I still want to do that. I gotta buy that van. Guys, if you're out there, we're starting a van fund.
We should
I'm buying.
also.
I'm trying to buy. An E Series, probably an E250.
Oh,
looking at
nice.
looking at like the 2008 first year of the facelift, something used, something under 10 grand.
All right.
But sub 100K miles. which is kind of hard to find, but I think I can do it. But you guys are going to have to buy it for me. You're going to have to donate money.
This is in addition to the what
in
you're already
addition
donating.
to the premium services, which will be going up to $25 a month after this episode. We gave you a taste, and I feel we were way too generous, and you took advantage of us.
It's true.
By letting me do an episode where we just did cocaine and one of us wasn't here. It was your fault. It was absolutely your fault.
It's not our fault. I was trying to say that.
This is exactly why we make ourselves available on social media, to prevent me from doing things like that.
Mm-hmm.
We should do Cumtown. We should take it on the road. Some guy was tweeting. We should talk about this later. Who cares? But nice, man.
I took a picture next to Cuyahoga Lake where I was this weekend. And this dude's like, I live at Cuyahoga Lake. I love the podcast. So like, do you want to hang out? Yeah.
Oh, actually, in Vermont, a fan came he had a hat that said Cumtown. Carl, shouts out Carl for fucking
hell yeah, Carl.
Carl, you rock.
We're gonna count on you to get to be one of our new premium subscribers at $55 starting next month.
Yeah.
For the cost of a child in Africa a day, you can sponsor the greatest podcast.
Podcast revolution, baby. Start a revolution, man.
I don't know. I had dinner with my family tonight. They were talking about some podcast where two women talk about their favorite murders. I think that's Karen.
It's Too Many White Men.
Too Many White Men.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what we need, dude. We need a proud...
I'm a loud type of sister.
Just we ain't need no
It's
man-ass
true.
cracker type of white boy podcast. And that's honestly, I mean, I think that's really what people want, is three white men taking the other white guys to fucking task.
Oh yeah.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
I know that like we like to get risque, but for you to keep saying cracker like around me and stuff, like I just don't like the word.
Well, I'm a Mediterranean American.
Oh yeah, you're
I'm not white.
I'm Jewish too.
I'm posturing.
Yeah.
I had learned that.
Are there like are there anti-cracker like activists?
Absolutely,
guys that
dude.
like really get offended by it, that hear it and they're like, oh my word, cracker.
That's the joke you were doing.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
but are there really
Yeah, I
people
think
like
so.
that?
Yeah. Why wouldn't there be? Like,
Of course,
seriously,
right.
why
People
the
do
fuck
it all the
wouldn't there
time. I love when it's like, look, there's bad white people. Like, as the way to use the N-word, it's like, there's bad black people and there's good black people.
Listen, guys, cracker is worse than the N-word, and you can't change my mind. You can't change my mind.
my thing is like, why did they have to take the N-word? You know? I mean, there's so many other slurs that I would have happily gotten rid of.
Like what?
I don't know, like coon.
Sure.
That one sounds weird.
I don't like that one.
It's like an animal, though, right?
Yeah.
Raccoon.
I don't
A
know.
raccoon?
It's such a funny word. You know what? It's only funny because you can't say it.
Absolutely.
Of course.
I think so.
And there's probably something real there. I mean, you know, a lot of people will shit on you if you say, like, I only want to say it because you said I can't say it. But that is real.
Oh,
To
definitely.
be honest, like, imagine if there was an entire race of people that just had a big red button on their head that said, do not push.
Absolutely.
And, like,
how many children, number one,
I
are
had,
pressing that shit?
I had to walk around as, like, almost with like a Tourette's-like inability to, like, I'm not going to push the button, but I'm going to be staring at that button and thinking about pushing it the entire time.
And
I'm
how
talking.
funny it's going to be to push it really hard in front of a lot of people.
Yeah. It's like, oh, hey, man, how are you? How's that button doing? Oh, yeah, I don't notice it either. That's a great hat. You went pink this evening?
Oh, yeah, I just got this hat.
You got a lot of champagne-colored clothes, I feel.
Yeah, well, I think it's coming back a little bit, you know?
I don't think it ever went away.
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
a great color.
Yeah.
It's a color of nipples. Women's
True.
nipples.
White women's
Champagne.
nipples.
White women's nipples.
Yeah.
Pink or champagne?
Pinkies.
Champagne.
Rosé?
Champagne.
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 I like a pink nip.
I love the bits where we just say a thing in a funny voice. That's very Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Like, Jerry, should we order the champagne? Oh, well, that's a weird word. Who says that? Champagne. Champagne.
Champagne.
Those are the episodes they let Jerry write, I think.
Boy, well, this has been a great piece of premium content, I think.
I think so, too.
I mean, here's the deal. We're already 17 minutes over our contractually obligated amount of time we got to fill. So
Yeah.
I feel great.
our
about-
contract with America.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I I feel great about how I don't know. That last premium one was such a fucking piece of shit.
There's some good tidbits, and we didn't even talk about Irwin. I think the next one we really.
Oh yeah, let's just talk about Irwin now.
No,
let's save that for the next one.
I think it was a piece of shit, but the next night we had Funny Moms, and you riffed out a couple jokes from that terrible podcast that ended up being funny on stage.
No, none of it was. The only thing that was funny was that bit that I've been doing for like 9 years.
No, you had a good set.
No, you had a good set.
You fucking self-hating, self-doubting piece of shit.
This coffee tastes like wood.
Mm-hmm. That's what I like. I like everything to taste woody.
Yeah, it's got like a smoky, woody flavor.
Wines, yeah.
We do coffee reviews on here.
Oh yeah, what kind of coffee is that? What kind of
Cafe Du Monde coffee.
Is it actually
New Orleans
directly
style?
from Cafe Du Monde?
They got beignets there.
Beignets. We went there. Remember when we cut the line?
Yep.
And went to Cafe Du Monde?
Yeah.
We had a holiday in New Orleans.
I went the year after.
Yeah, I was there with you.
That's right.
Man, I fucking miss going down there. If we got any Cumtown fans down there in New Orleans that want the Cum
Tell
Boys
them to book us.
to visit,
Yeah, we'll come.
we need probably about $600 each for plane
We
tickets.
could probably get on festivals like that as the Cum Boys, right? To do Cumtown.
Fuck that festival. I'm not doing it anymore because he started charging comics. I don't have many principles, but that's one of them. I'm not going to do a festival if they charge comedians.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I agree with that. But if they want us to do our podcast, we'll
No,
pay
we could just book
$400.
something outside of that. Look, if you're a Cumtown fan, you're in New Orleans, go to venues. Tell them they need to shell
Burn it,
out
break it down, and write Cumtown
$9,000
rules.
for each of us, so we can come down there. I need Surge in my green room. I need a 6-pack of Surge. I don't care where you get it, but get it. It's got to be in there.
Yeah.
I am not performing without a 6-pack of Surge. And I want Dreamcast in there. I want to
hell yeah.
play Sonic Adventure
And Crazy
2
Taxi.
and Crazy Taxi and Virtua Fighter. I'm trying to remember Dreamcast.
Virtua
games.
Fighter,
I
that's
never had
right.
Dreamcast.
A friend had it. It was fucking cool. Why did it bomb so bad? Who cares?
I don't know.
That destroyed the company.
PlayStation?
Yeah, probably because of PlayStation 2.
PlayStation 2.
Yeah, it was kind of in the weird middle
PlayStation
ground.
2 was the best console ever.
Yeah, it really was.
You can play
Yeah.
DVDs on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PlayStation 2 is...
when the fuck are we gonna get PS4s, man?
Yeah, what the fuck,
I
Phil?
think...
Guys, keep tweeting at Phil. How do they get at him?
Tweet at Phil, get your bitch ass into Sony, and you tell them, get the... Okay, we got to end this episode.
Bye, guys.
See
I have
ya.
to pee so bad. I'm
All right,
literally saying
Good night, folks.
Bye.